How blessed it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in harmony. How good and how sweet it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in harmony. How good and how praise it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in harmony. How good and how praise it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in harmony.
Hine matov umanayim, how good and how sweet it is for a start to this new year to be together. We have dreamed of playing the marquee. For years we have said Big Bang should play Wembley, guys, and we're in Wembley. Right now we're playing the marquee. We wish we didn't have to do it socially distanced. We wish we could do it with you up here dancing with us. But we're still bringing our same Big Bang spirit into this tent today. We are encouraging you to get up and dance, to be part of our band this morning. We want you singing, we want you dancing, but we're going to ask that you do it from your chairs. We're going to ask you to stay in your places today as much as possible. So, we are going to sing together because that's what we do best. We are on page 2 of your booklet.
Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. 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 Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah.
Do they they look very awake to you yet? You don't think it's a bit hot to be awake, isn't it? Are we all feeling the heat today? It's a bit warm. But I think we need to wake them up. Do you think? You think? I think a little friendly competition is the best way to wake people up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, if you are sat on this side of the room, you're going to follow myself and Greenie. If you're sat on this side of the room, you're going to follow Gids and Louis. And I always forgot which way round we go. Mars?
Right.
Are you the Mars? Oh.
Yeah, it's been 2 years since I sang this song. What's the words again?
So you need Ma.
Ma.
Ma. Everyone on that side say Ma.
Ma.
Ma, 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 ma.
It's a bit quiet. Everyone say Ma.
Ma.
Okay, and everyone on this side, we're a bit fewer in number, but mightier in voice. So everyone say Da.
Da.
See? Much mightier in voice. All right, let's see. I think we can do it, Dars. All right.
Okay. Ma, 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 ma. Da, 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 da. Ma, 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 ma. Da, 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 da. Ma, 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 ma. Da, 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 da. Ma, 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 ma. Da, 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 da. מודה אני לפניך, מלך חי וקיים, שחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה, בחמלה, רבה אמונתי רבה, אמונתי רבה, אמונתך, מה 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 מה, da 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 da, ma 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 ma, da 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 da, ma 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 ma, da 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 da, ma 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 ma, da 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 da. מודה אני לפניך, מלך חי וקיים, שחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה, בחמלה, רבה אמונתי רבה, אמונתי רבה, אמונתך.
Having woken up in our bodies, in our voices, we take a moment to think about what we're thankful for today. Is anyone feeling grateful for something? Is anyone feeling thankful? Oh, Gideon, what are you feeling thankful
Sunshine.
for? Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Our one day of summer. Anyone else feeling thankful for something? Greenie? Just put you on the spot.
Being up here. With all of you here, it's wonderful.
Yeah, being back together. Better than the empty room. Louis, what are you thankful for today?
I'm thankful for air conditioning.
Air conditioning, which we do not have in here. Is anyone else feeling thankful for anything?
Praying for it.
Yeah.
Anyone feeling thankful? What are you feeling thankful for? Oh,
family. That's
yes,
lovely.
family. We love that. Anyone else feeling thankful for anything? Yeah? What are we feeling thankful for something over there? My dog? I'm thankful for my dog most of the time too. Not all of the time, most of the time. All right, shall we say our morning blessings together and think about all those things we're thankful for? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani kirtzono. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin mitzadei kaver. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten le'yayef koach. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir sheina me'einai, utnuma me'afapai.
Hallelujah, 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 bekoto, hallelujah, bekiauzo, hallelujah, begvoratav, hallelujah. Of good Lord, Kol Haneshama Hallelujah, 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 Kol Haneshama Hallelujah, 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 Beteke Shofar, Hallelujah, Benebel Vechino, Hallelujah, Betofu Mahol. Hallelujah, b'minim ve'ugav, kol haneshama Hallelujah, 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 kol haneshama Hallelujah, 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 b'tziltzilei shama, Hallelujah, b'tziltzilei truah. Kol haneshama Hallelujah, Kol haneshama Hallelujah, Kol haneshama Hallelujah, 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 Kol haneshama Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Having woken up our bodies, having woken up our voices, we rise together as we call one another to prayer with the words of the Baruchu. your seats. And as we take our seats, we think about some of the very cool things in our world. Can anyone think of anything in our world that's really cool? You thought something, Dexter? Something really cool in our world. Yeah, honey and apples. They are really cool. Honey and apples are really cool. Yeah. Anyone else thought of anything really cool in our world? The sun. The sun's pretty cool. Oh, I see a hand up over there. Do you want to stand up and shout it out? People are really cool. Most of them. Golda, what do you think is really cool? Water? It's really cool. We really need water. All of these things in our world. And I often think, whoever made a world that cool, they must be really wise. So I'm going to need to see everybody's hands. Because I'm going to need your hands because we are going to be doing some actions. And I want to see, can everyone put them up in the air? Oh, amazing. All right, they're done. We're ready. We ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, ready? Marabu,
Marabu!
Marabu,
Marabu!
Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai. Marabu,
Marabu!
Marabu,
Marabu!
Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai. Kulan b'chokma asita. Kulan b'chokma asita.
I can't see your hand.
Kulan b'chokma asita. Marabu. Marabu.
Marabu!
Marabu.
Marabu!
Marabu. Me'asecha Adonai. Marabu.
Marabu!
Marabu.
Marabu!
Marabu. Me'asecha Adonai. Kulam b'chokma asita. Kulam b'chokma asita. Kulam b'chokma asita. Marabu. Marabu.
Marabu!
Marabu.
Marabu!
Marabu. Ma'asecha Adonai. Marabu.
Marabu!
Marabu. 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 Ma'asecha Adonai.
Now, I'm going to ask a very difficult question. You can say us. I'm going to ask you a very difficult question. What do you use to listen? What do you use to listen? Can you point to it on your body? If you know what you use to listen, point to it on your body. Go on, show me you know what to... Oh, I see most of you are pointing at these, your ears. Now, if your ears don't work very well, what might you use to listen instead? What might you use to listen instead? What might you use? A hearing aid. That is a very good answer. Well done. You might have a hearing aid. Now, if even a hearing aid doesn't work, what might we use instead? Hannah, what might we use? We might use our eyes, Hannah said. We might use our eyes to listen with something called sign language. And so our Shema, our prayer, which is all about listening, we're going to take a moment before we sing it to sign it, to use our hands. So I want everybody to take part in this, whether you're a little person, whether you're a big person, whether you're here with a child, whether you're here just as adults by yourself. I want to see your hands because we're going to do something really important. We're going to sign the Shema. We're going to bring Judaism to everybody, whether or not they can hear us with their ears, whether or not they're listening with their eyes. So we need both our hands. And we're going to do Shema, listen. Shema. Yisrael, grow a really big beard. Adonai, God. Eloheinu is in our hearts, is our God. Adonai is one. We're going to try that with the music. All right, so get ready. Let's try and add some words. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Va'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta b'am v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'b'lachtecha b'derech u'b'shochbecha u'b'kumecha u'kushartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'eineinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'b'sharecha. The second paragraph of the Shema helps us to think about how our actions affect other people in the world. So we take a moment to think, how can you be kind next year? Who do you know that might need some help? Vayomer Adonai al Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'amata aleihem v'asu lahem tzitzit al kanfei bigdeihem ledoratam v'natnu al tzitzit hakanaf v'til techelet v'haya lachem letzitzit uritem oto u'zachartem ekol mitzvot Adonai v'asitem otam ve'lo tartiru אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. During the holiest days of our year, we renew our promise to stand up for what is right. We will not stand with our feet frozen to the ground and our arms limp by our sides. We will not stay silent when our voice is needed. We will not hide. We will not walk away. When people are sad, we will comfort them. When people are mean, we will stop them. When someone is hungry, we will feed them. When someone is cold, we will find them shelter. When there are tears, we will dry them. When there are hopes, we will support them. We know how slavery and sadness feel. We renew our promise this day to not stand idly by when others are suffering. We renew our promise this day to bring all people into our song of freedom. Together for our Amidah, our standing prayer.
Ufi Yananai nai 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 svatai tifta. Yananai nai 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 ufi agit. Ufi agit tefilatecha. Yananai nai 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 Adonai. Yananai nai 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 svatai tifta. Yananai nai 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 ufi agit. Ufi agit tefilatecha. Yananai nai 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 Adonai. Yananai nai 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 svatai tifta. Yananai nai 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 ufi agit. Ufi agit tefilatecha. Yananai nai 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 Adonai. Yananai nai 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 svatai tifta. Yananai nai 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 ufi agit. Ufi agit tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Gomeh HaKol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. זוכרנו לחיים, מלך חפץ בחיים, וכותבנו בספר החיים, למענך אלוהים חיים. מלך עוזר ומשיב ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, פוקד שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, מוריד אתה. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ברופך עולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. מי כמוך אב הרחמים זוכר יצוריו לחיים ברחמים, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני המלך הקדוש. The next part of our Amidah is all about giving thanks. So I want you to take some time to think. Do you always say please and thank you? Got some very unconvinced parents in the room. Do you always say please and thank you? What are you thankful for? How can you show the people you love that you are grateful for them? Grant us peace, goodness, and blessing, life, grace, and kindness, justice, and mercy. Source of our life, bless us all together with the light of your presence. For in the light of your presence, you give us, our living God, law and life, love and kindness, justice and mercy, blessing and peace. And in your eyes, it is good to bless your people Israel with the great strength to make peace. Blessed are you, God, blessing your people Israel with peace. Please take your seat.
Say shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Say shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Say shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
We are about to recite Avinu Malkeinu, our prayer asking God for compassion and forgiveness. And there's a remarkable thing today. We are together in this room. There are about 350 of you with us today. But you are not the only ones joining us in Big Bang. There are also people joining us online. So I'm going to ask everybody in this room, just for a second, to turn around and wave at the two cameras at the back of the room. We are going to say hello to everybody at home. Say that we miss you. That we would love you to be here with us, and we hope that by next year we'll all be together again. And we're going to imagine that you're all waving to us. Abby, are they waving to us? Yeah, Abby says they're waving to us. And that also gives us an opportunity to all wave to Abby at the back. Abby at the back there with the Aleph mask on. Abby is making sure that all our tech is working, that we're able to be here and in those cameras and in people's homes. And it also gives us a chance to wave to Alex. Alex is the magician that makes all the sound work. Without Alex, You'd be able to hear me because I'm really loud, but you wouldn't be able to hear anybody else. So, having said thank you to all those wonderful people, having waved to all the people at home who are part of our community today, we rise together. We open our Aron HaKodesh, our holy ark. We invite up Rabbi Elliot himself in the flesh in the room today to come and join us as we recite the words of Avinu Malkeinu. Oops, and hit the mic.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, ein lanu melech zulatecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Aseh imanu leman shemecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Kadesh Aleinu Shana Tova. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Choleinu v'aneinu, ki ein banu masim. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu.
And with our ark open wide, we prepare to enter our Torah service. Now, if you are joining us online, you have two options at this point. You can either stay in this room with us when we read Torah, or you can follow the address, the Zoom address that's now on your screen, and you can go to a separate Zoom room with Sophie and Mike, who have been watching with you online, who are going to lead you on a short activity whilst the Torah service is going on. So that's two options. In the room, you're stuck with us, but if you're on Zoom, you're either with us in this room, or you're going to a breakout room to do an activity with Sophie and Mike. So as we give you a few moments to either log off and log on again, or to decide to stay in with us, we are going to prepare to remove our Torah scroll from the ark and dance around with it.
Mitzion tetzeh Torah, udva Adonai merushalayim. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, udva Adonai merushalayim. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah,
ודבר אדוני מירושלים, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל, ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל, בקדושתו כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. Adonai, Adonai, a God of mercy and compassion, slow to anger and generous in love and truth, showing love to the 1,000th generation, forgiving wrong, failure, and sin, who pardons. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum B'Chanun, Erech Apayim, B'Rav Chesed V'Emet, Noseh Chesed La'anafim, Noseh Avon V'Shesha V'Chatzah V'Nakeh. Now, normally in Big Bang, we would bring the Torah scroll out to you, we would dance around the aisles. But unfortunately, in this strange world we live in, we have to stay up here and you have to stay down there. But that doesn't mean that we can't dance. So, I want to see your best dance moves. I want to see your own processions around your chairs. These chairs are laid out with enough room around them that you can walk around your chairs, that you can dance around. We want to see you dancing up on top of the chairs. We want to see you dancing in the aisles. We want to see you going absolutely bonkers, because this is Big Bang, and in Big Bang we make a Big Bang. So, as we dance around with our Torah scroll, let's see you dance with ruach, with joy.
Hefeinu shalom alechem, alechem hefeinu shalom, shubidu atua hefeinu shalom alechem, alechem hefeinu shalom. Hinei matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad. Hinei matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad. Oh baby, hefeinu shalom alechem, alechem hefeinu, alechem hefeinu, alechem hefeinu shalom. Hinei matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad. Again, hinei matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad. 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 Hinei matov, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Hinei matov, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Hinei matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad. Hinei matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad. Hinei matov, ya la la, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. Oi!
Hine matov.
Hine matov.
Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim.
Shevet achim gam yachad. How good,
How good
it is to be together. How good it is to be together. Wow, 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 wow.
Hine matov u'manayim.
Shevet achim gam
yachad.
Hine matov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is to be together. How good it is to be together. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And if you all direct your attention over there to Rabbi Elliot, Rabbi Elliot is the strongest rabbi in the entire world. Do you know, Rabbi Elliot is so strong. Rabbi Elliot can lift up the entire Torah scroll using just his own strength. Now, I tell you, I'm a pretty strong rabbi, but Rabbi Elliot is the strongest rabbi I've ever met. So, I want us all to give him a big bang drum roll. And we are going to raise up that Torah scroll. Bezat HaTorah asher shal Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael. Torah tzivat lanu Moshe morasha kehilat Yaakov. Ha'el tamim darko imrat Adonai tirulcha magen hu lachon hachosim bo. And if you take your seats, you will hear Rabbi Elliot tell us the story of Rosh Hashanah.
So on the bottom of page 16, we're all going to do our blessings together. We're going to find out what happens to Isaac. Inside your books, you can see there's a little cartoon strip on page 18 of what's about to happen. Abraham has taken his son Isaac up to the mountain to sacrifice him. God has told him to sacrifice his son, and we're going to find out what happens. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bacha banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notein haTorah. So we're going to find out what happened to Isaac on the top of the mountain once I found the place. Vayavo'u el hamakom asher amar lo ha'Elohim. And they came to the place that God had told Abraham to sacrifice his son. Vayiven sham Avraham et hamizbeach. And Abraham built an altar, a place where he was going to sacrifice Isaac. Vaya'aroch et ha'itzim. And he arranged the wood. Vaya'akod et Yitzchak. And he bound Isaac up. Beno, his son. It reminds us it's his son. Vayasem oto al hamizbeach, and he placed him on top of the altar, mima'al la'etzim, on top of the wood. Vayishlach Avraham et yado, vayikach et amaichelet, and he reached out his hand and took the knife to slaughter his son, lishchot et bano, vayikra alav ma'ach Adonai. What do you think happened next? He was about to sacrifice Isaac, but no, an angel called out to Abraham, min hashamayim, from heaven, vayomer Avraham, Avraham, and he said, Abraham, Abraham, vayomer hineni, and Abraham said, that's me, I'm here. Vayomer al tishlach yadcha al hana'al, va'al ta'as lo ma'uma. Said, don't send your hand out against that boy there, and don't do anything to him. Ki ata yadati ki yirei Elohim ata, because I know that you fear God. V'lo hasachta et bincha et yachidha, and you didn't hesitate before doing what I asked you to do. Mimeni. Vayisa Avraham et einav, and Abraham lifted his eyes. V'hinei ayil achar ne'echaz bisvach b'karnav. And Abraham looked up and he saw that there was a ram caught by its horns in the thickets. Vayelech Avraham vayikach et ha'ayil, v'ya'alehu le'olah tachat beno, and he sacrificed the ram in the place of his son. Vayikra Avraham Shem hamakom hahu Adonai Yireh Asher Ya'amer Hayom Bahar Adonai Yireh. And Abraham called that place God, Adonai Yireh, which literally means like God will see, because it is still said that on that day, on that mountain, God was seen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Yasher Koach Elliot. Beautifully read. Now, Rabbi Elliot said there was a ram caught in the bushes. What do you think that special ram's horn is now used for? What do we think we use to remember this story? We use a special ram's horn. Oh, I see a hand up over there. What do we use? The shofar. The shofar reminds us of this story of the ram caught in the thickets. So, I'm going to ask you to stand up one more time. I know you're hot. I know you're tired. But I think you've got a little bit more dancing in you. So as we prepare to return our scroll to the ark, we sing, we dance one last time. We're going to dress the Torah scroll, and then we're going to hear that shofar, that ram's horn.
Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who are fast to it. All of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it. All of its supporters are happy. Shalom, shalom.
It is a tree.
Shalom, shalom.
It's not a bush.
Shalom, shalom.
The tree of life.
Shalom, shalom. It's Hayim Ilama Chadikim Babatom Meha Meusha. It's Hayim Ilama Chadikim Babatom Meha Meusha. Shalom, 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 Hashiva.
Elliot.
Kadesh Yameinu Kekeden Kadesh Yameinu Kekeden.
Who's ready to hear our shofar? Who's ready to hear it? So, we are going to invite up Alan. Alan is going to come up on this day for sounding the shofar. Now, it's really hot. Normally, we'd stay standing for the shofar, but I think we're very hot. So please feel free to be seated if you wish. And we are going to invite up Alan. Hey.
Come on, Alan.
Rabbi Elliot, why don't you lead us in the blessings?
The blessing is at the top of page 20. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lishmoa kol shofar.
And because this is the first time most of us have heard shofar this year, let's say a special Shechechianu blessing to mark this day. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higyanu lazman hazeh. Tekiah, Shavarim Teruah, Tekiah, Tekiah, Shavarim, Tekiah, Tekiah, Teruah, Tekiah Gedolah. Don't worry, Alan, we need that puff still because we've got 3 more times that we're going to hear the shofar today. So let's move to our Aleinu as we prepare to conclude our service. Einod. Yeah.
Einod.
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 אשר בחבנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. einod, 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 ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומועדים לפני מלך המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. einod, 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 שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל כשכינת עזו בגופי ורומים הוא אלוהינו. einod, 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 אלה מלכנו את תפילתו ככתוב בתורתו וידעת היום להשתבותה אל לבביך
shofar 3 more times, and the first time is Malchuyot, celebrating God's sovereignty over the world. Adapted from Shlomo of Karlin at the top of page 22. The worst thing that the impulse to do evil can do is to make someone forget that they are the child of the sovereign. So let's say the blessing together for blowing the shofar in memory of the Malchuyot. Baruch atah Adonai, melech al kol haaretz, mekadesh Yisrael, b'yom hazikaron. Tikiya. Shevarim teruah. Tikiya. Tikiya. Shevarim. Tikiya. Tikiya. Teruah. Tekiah.
Next, we blow for our zichronot, our memories. Days are scrolls. Write on them what you wish to be remembered. Let's say the blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai, zocher habrit. Alan, do you have any more puff in you? A little bit. Tekiah. Shevarim teruah. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shevarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Teruah. Tekiah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. A happy, happy, happy New Year. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. A happy, happy, happy New Year. Tekiah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. A happy, happy, happy New Year.
Shevarim.
I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. A happy, happy, happy New Year.
Teruah. Teruah.
I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. A happy, happy, happy New Year.
No repeat.
Tekiah
Gedolah. Shake it up, baby, now.
Shake it up, baby.
Twist and shout.
Twist and shout.
Come on, come on, come on, baby, now.
Come on, baby.
Come on, work it all out.
Work it all out.
You know you twist so good.
Twist so good.
You know you twist so fine.
Twist so
Come
fine.
on, twist a little closer now.
Twist a little closer.
Know that you're mine.
Know you're mine.
Here we go.
Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. A happy, 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 a happy, 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 a happy, happy, happy New Year.
So finally, having sung our shofar song, we blow the shofar for the shofarot. Awake, sleepers, from your sleep. Get up from your slumber, cries the shofar. Search your deeds. Become the best that you can be, and remember God who created you. We read the blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai, shemea kol truat amo Yisrael barachamim. Let's all give Alan the calls together.
Oh, everyone together? Can we all call for the shofar? Can we hear you all? All right, Rabbi Elliot, are you going to lead us away?
Absolutely.
Tekiah.
Shevarim Teruah.
Tekiah. Tekiah. Shevarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Teruah. Tekiah Gedolah. Yashakoah. Yes, thank you, Alan. There is one moment in Big Bang where we stop playing our instruments, when we stop dancing in the aisles, where we stop playing around, and when we think of those who are no longer with us, when we give a big hug to our families, being thankful for who we have. I miss you today. Today, families come together, and so today, I miss you more than I normally do. I thought about you when we sang that prayer that you loved, and I remembered how you used to share your talit with me when I got cold. I thought about the way you always whispered something funny and made me laugh when I was meant to be quiet. I felt nervous as the service ended because I knew that I would need to stand up for this prayer, and I didn't know if I could do it without crying. I hope you know that even as I tried to say the words of the Kaddish, what I'm really saying is, I miss you today, and I love you always. Let's rise together as we say the Kaddish, a community of mourners missing somebody today. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon u'v'yomechon, Uvachayedi chol beit Israel, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru, Amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevarach leolam olamei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh. V'yit hada v'yit halei v'yit halal. Shemedi kudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Diamiran ba'alma ve'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, Amen. And please take your seats. On this Rosh Hashanah, as we draw our service to a close with the words of Adon Olam, we want to say a couple of thank yous before you all leave. A massive thank you to Alex at the back controlling all the sound. A massive thank you to Abby doing all of the tech for us. And a super, super massive thank you to Louis, to Gids, and to Greenie, who have led us through this service, our Big Bang musicians, who we couldn't do Big Bang without. So we are really grateful to them. And most of all, we are also grateful to you. You have been a community filled with joy today. You have sung with us, you have danced with us, you have made us feel like we have a community to pray with, which is so wonderful. And so we're going to sing the words of Adon Olam at the top of our voices. And then as we finish Adon Olam, we're going to sing the words of Ujavo Shalom Aleinu whilst you pack up and leave. We encourage you to leave through any open door so as not to create a bottleneck We are back this afternoon at 3 o'clock for Tashlich on Hampstead Heath extension. Between 3 and 5, come and join us. We're going to have lots of different activities where you can collect something to do your Tashlich with. So you can come and find different members of A-list staff around the Heath, collect something to do Tashlich with, and then go and do your own Tashlich. Anytime between 3 and 5, please feel free to drop in and say hello to us. But for now, let's sing our way out with Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Hashem Malach, B'terem Kol Yisrael Nivra. Adon Olam, Le'et Nasa, Kachef Sokol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Hashem Malach, B'terem Kol Yisrael Nivra. Le'et Nasa, Kachef Sokol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Yacharei Not Makol Levado Yimloch Nora. Adon Olam Vehu Haya Vehu Hoven Vehu Yileh V'Tifara. Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Hashem Olam, B'terem Kol Yisrael Nivra. Li'et Nasa Kachef Sokol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Vehu echad ve'en sheni laham shelo lahachbira. Adon Olam veli reshit veli tachlit v'lo ha'oz v'hamizra. Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Hashem Olam, B'terem Kol Yisrael Nivra. Li'et Nasa Kachef Sokol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Vehu V'chai Kohalim V'shechavi V'yom Sara. Adon Olam Vehu Nisi Humanosi Menakosi V'yom Nekra. Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Hashem Olam, B'terem Kol Yisrael Nivra. Li'et Nasa Kachef Sokol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. V'ya'ato Atid Ruchi Le'et Yisham V'ya'ira. Adon Olam Ruchi Kaviyati Adon Hani V'lo Ira. Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Hashem Olam, B'terem Kol Yisrael Nivra. Li'et Nasa Kachef Sokol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Shana Tova with everyone. Thank you for being with us. Please feel free to make your way out. It has been lovely singing and dancing with you. Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Salam Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Salam Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Shavon Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kulam.
Salam
Salam Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, salam. Thank you, Alan.
Shalom
Salam
Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam.
Salam, salam.
Thank you.
Shana Tova, thank you.
Smashed it, team. Well done.
Yeah. Lovely. Well. Yeah.